Hi guys! Welcome once again sa ating vlog 110. Imagine, it's already 110. And for our vlog today, bibigyan natin ng titulong Ikaw ang missing piece ng kwento. So we'll be focusing on reader response theory. Okay? Once again, shout out sa mga friends natin out there. So, kilala nyo naman ako. Ako si Mr. P. Oteleg, mas kilalang Dr. P. At welcome sa isang short vlog kung saan ikaw mismo ang bida. O, ikaw ang bida. Hindi si author, hindi si narrator, kundi reader ka. Okay? So, this is vlog 110. Review. So, kung akala mo dati, Sir, Ma'am, ano po ang tamang interpretation? Okay, bad news, walang iisang sagot. Good news, hindi ka mali agad. Hindi ka mali agad. So today, we'll unpack reader response theory gamit ang 21st century literature module natin. Okay? Plus konting chika, konting realization, at konting, hala, ako pala yon. So, what is this review about? Ang goal natin, scrutinize literary texts using reader response criticism and understand how meaning is created by the reader. Ang ibig sabihin, hindi lang text ang gumagalaw. Ikaw rin. As Tyson said, yes, may quote tayo, scholarly tayo today, no? The reader actively makes meaning, sabi ni Tyson. The reader actively makes meaning. So kung antok ka habang nagbabasa, congrats, part ka pa rin ng theory. Okay? Quick refresh dun sa elements of a story, naalala ninyo? So before tayo mag-deep dive, quick throwback. Plot, ano ang nangyari? Setting, saan at kailan? Characters, sino ang involved? Conflict, problema, yes, parang buhay lang, ang daming problema. Theme, pinupunto ng kwento. Pero sabi ng reader response theory, hindi sapat na alam mo yan. Mas mahalaga kung paano mo sila nararamdaman. So applying reader response, just like in what we studied, motherhood statements, no? So let's talk about motherhood statements by Hilda Cordero dun sa module natin. Hilda Cordero Fernando. Okay, featured mismo yan dun sa pinag-aralan natin. The essay talks about gender roles, parenting, childhood deprivation, expectations ng society. May batang gustong magbalay, may lalaking gustong magluto, may batang deprived, hindi sa damit kundi sa libro. Now here's the reader's response magic. If ikaw ay lumaki sa bahay na pang-babae yan or pang-lalaki yan or nakaranas ng deprivation kahit emotional, mas tatama sa iyo ang essay. Pero kung hindi, iba rin ang basa mo. And guess what? Parehong valid. Parehong valid. Because meaning is shaped by your experience, not just the author's intention. So kung habang binabasa mo to ay naisip mo, parang nanay ko to ah. Congratulations, you are officially doing reader response criticism. So why reader response matters? So according to our texts, our module, the text has no meaning until read. Meaning is not universal. Readers are not passive. Readers are not passive. So bilang 21st century learners, exposed tayo sa social media. Different backgrounds, different beliefs. That's why isang kwento, maraming interpretation. At hindi ito away. Analysis ito, no? Analysis ito, no? So we should have this realization. Reader response theory teaches us empathy. Empathy. Kapag iba ang interpretation ng kaklase mo, baka iba rin ang pinagdadaanan niya. And that, mga ka-senior high school, is literature doing its chop. Okay? To end our vlog, I'd like to share with you our higher order thinking skills questions. Siyempre, anchored natin sa reader's response criticism. Number one, what did your personal experiences influence your understanding of motherhood statements based doon sa nabasa natin? No? Number two, why does reader response theory reject the idea of one correct interpretation of a text? Number three, how does childhood deprivation in the essay affect your view of parenting roles today? In what way does reader response theory empower you as a reader compared to formalism? So yung item number three, hindi lang sa mga estudyante, no? Kung mahilig din kayo magbasa ng mother statement, no? Na piyesa. Number three question fits as well. Number four, in what way does reader response theory empower you as a reader compared to formalism? Ikaw ang sasagot niya. Number five, if another reader disagrees with your interpretation, how would reader response theory explain this difference? Siyempre, item number one, iba-ibang masasagot natin dyan. Sa item number two, meaning is created by the reader, so not fixed in the texts. Okay? Item number three, the essay shows deprivation is not only material but emotional and intellectual, influencing parenting perspectives. Nandun yan sa ating activity for number one. Okay? Reader response allows the reader to actively create meaning, unlike formalism, which focuses only on the text. At makikita natin yan doon sa module number 2 and number 3. No? Ang tanong na yan. Okay? So, yung tanong na item 4. At yung item 5 naman, okay, ang explanation doon ay differences occur because readers bring different identities, experiences, and context to the module. And context, rather, should I say, no? There, no, in the module. Okay? So it works. Works are not universal, per se. Works, ibig sabihin, works are not universal. Again, differences occur because readers bring different identities, experiences, and context. So yung explanation mo doon, syempre, nakadepende yon sa mga experiences mo din. So next time someone asks, ano ang tamang interpretation? You can confidently say, depende sa nagbabasa. Salamat and keep reading with your mind and with your heart. Okay? With your mind and your heart. This has been Dr. Teleg. Thank you very much for listening. Samahan niyo ako muli sa vlog 111. Okay? 111. At yun yung ating kasunod na review. Okay? Bye-bye!